So let me go over this video right quick. As you all know, this ugly black hobgoblin is still around. Tommy Sodomizer is on TikTok, and I say he needs to be reported and flagged and taken off immediately. He's still around spewing that same hatred against black women as usual. And this video here is Tommy Sodomizer, many black women embarrass the black community. But the way how he puts it, they say all black women are like this. Yes, we got the Sukianas and we have some bottom of the barrel ones, but I don't live like that. I don't look like that. I don't act like that. I don't live around that kind of garbage. But the Kangs, they never focus on what they do. Rape, rob, steal, kill, molest, sexually abuse young black women and little girls. And this was a video here where they had played, looked like to be a little boy, and he had said something very sexual that a child shouldn't be saying. And the mom was sitting there laughing. And those are those Sukiana hood rat type bitches who post all these crazy videos on the internet and think it's funny because black women who have values and morals and class, they're not going to have their kids saying those type of things, let alone filming them and laughing and then post on the internet for a nappy head like this to say, you see there? All black women are like that. But let's see what he's saying about black women here. Let's watch.
Y'all never thought that was weird? When our classiest ones go and get them a white man. When Eve was dating black men, she was the pit bull in a skirt. When she got her a white man, she took all the tattoos off.
Because you know why? She got sick of dating niggas like you. Y'all do know Eve had dated Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop. And she said she was in a very abusive, toxic relationship to the point she was suicidal. And he released her sex tape. That's why when she does the interview, I'm sure she has something in the little contract saying, I'll talk about anything, but I don't want to talk about Stevie J and I don't want to talk about the sex tape. Yeah, you can't do nothing with none of these Kangs. I'm telling you, they're low down, dirty, and vicious, and they will release it, hoping to ruin her career. And I'm so glad Eve moved on and married her a very wealthy Brad and has a beautiful little biracial son and not with something that looked like this. But let me keep going.
And started losing her Philly accent. How's that possible? You know why they do it, bro? Because we settle for ain't and they don't think we deserve anything other than ain't
Well, you Kangs are very abusive to black women. You use black women, you abuse black women. I just posted a video of a black woman who was infected with the HIV by her husband. That's what y'all do. You lay up with men, and then you come back home to your wives and your girlfriends, and you infect them with the incurables. Haven't y'all seen this syphilis going around sky high and gonorrhea? Who do you think is infecting who? It's the Kangs infecting these women. And I said, hey, y'all can keep busting it open for the brothers if you want to and catch a PUSSY full of it. That'll be on you. But let me keep going.
They give us the worst of themselves. Why is it that white nerds can get black pussy, but black nerds can't get black pussy? Somebody tell me I'm lying.
Because black nerds are toxic and abusive. You know how they say the educated lame and black women run behind Pookie and Ray Ray. I don't run behind the Kangs. I ain't never dated no Pookie, no Ray Ray, no bottom of the barrel piece of trash thug. And that's another lie that they need to stop lumping up on all black women. I don't know any. But let me keep going.
Black nerds can't get black pussy. White nerds can get black pussy.
You see how vulgar and how vile he is? You see how vulgar and how vile? That's how the Kangs are. They don't refer to black women as women, ladies, or human beings. It is just PUSSY. That is their only thing. But let me keep going.
That's odd.
I think we were just talking about that in another video the other day.
And this is the couple here. They're doing a reaction video to his videos. Now I'm going to do a reaction video to this.
When we talked about that black man who hated being black, I mean, so far with what he said, do you find anything that you would say is incorrect or untrue?
Okay, you know, it's a lot to be said there.
But let me find something else he had said. Let me go back a little bit more. Let me see if I can find it. Wait a minute.
What are Jews known for? What are Asians known for? Hell, what are Arabs known for? Now, what the are we known for? So y'all can have a problem with me all damn day. But there's a problem when you've seen so many black women twerking who are pregnant. There's a problem when Keke Palmer could have shown y'all how a relationship looks. And yet instead, she showed y'all that the only thing matter is if you happy. The downfall of the black race is the black women. The black...
You hear that? The downfall of the black race is the black woman.
Women embarrass us way more than the black men.
Lies and more lies.
They do. And y'all want to say anything you want to, but they do. Every time black women get something, beg for it. And then when you get the black women who actually do something worth of...
Black women are begging, kind of like this right here. Let me show you who's begging now. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, them chosen people, you know, the Jays, they got him begging on his hands and knees, had him delete the whole post, got him begging and apologizing. I want to apologize to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post. I know now my choice of words have caused offense, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dominant Society. I'm sorry. Oh, see, they don't want to talk about that. Nick Cannon, I'm sorry. Kyrie Irving, I'm sorry. Kanye West, I'm sorry. And many others that they have publicly buck broken. Is that what you mean, Tommy Sodomizer? But let me show you something right quick. This is what the Kangs don't want to talk about. I came across this channel called Unfiltered Stories, and boy, oh boy, I mean, these stories here just made me cry. It was just almost too much for me to watch. Mother failed to protect me from my stepdad. This woman was sexually abused and violated in the most horrible way by a black male, you know, the stepfather. So when you see the king saying, don't get with no black women who got kids, they want black women who have kids so they can go in there and violate your children. I know so many black women who have been the victim of sexual abuse. You might have heard me tell the story before of a young lady I came across. She had a baby by her uncle when she was 15, and nobody did anything about it. Her mother told her, be quiet now. That's my brother. He's a black man. Anybody asks you about it, you just make up a story. Yeah. Right now, till today, that girl is messed up on alcohol and drugs, a mess. Because you know why? One of these demons violated her and nobody protected her. That is very common in the so-called black community. And remember I told you, dudes who look like this, dark skin, unattractive, they're very, very dangerous. But the black kings are dangerous, but the ones who look like this here, dark, ugly, negroid features, unattractive, he's mad at black women because he has been rejected his whole entire life. And then let me go on this one here. Here's another one. I believe this woman here is African. Same thing. It's very common over there in black foreign countries. Young girls get violated by their fathers, stepfathers, uncles. I was sexually abused by my stepdad. Here is another one from Unfiltered Stories. I said, my God. Oh, this one here. The first time I had seen this lady on TV, I said, whoa, yeah, this woman was sexually abused by her biological father, and she had 5 children by him. The shocking story of Aziza Kabibi, yeah, her father was some kind of lunatic. I don't know if it was some kind of religious cult that he was running, but once again, this woman here was sexually abused by her father for many years, and she gave birth to 5 of his children. I said, wow, this is more common than what you know. So when you see somebody who looks like this, always running them up, black women are the most embarrassing, black women are the cause of the downfall, black women is black women. Yeah, we got a lot of black women, but don't nobody want to focus on what goes on here. Here's another woman here telling the horror story of how she was sexually abused by her 3 uncles. Yeah. And let me go on this one. This one here. This woman here was violated at 12 years old by some older neighbors. They pretended to be her friend, drove her way out to some abandoned house, and they all took advantage of violating this young girl. Yeah, this is very common with the Kings. Funny how they don't want to talk about that, because when I was looking at Priscilla Clark the other day, she was talking to the pro-blacks, and when she brought up, well, let's talk about how you black males are very degenerate. Let's talk about how you sexually abuse and violate black women and young girls, and everybody want to change the subject. See, everybody wants to blame the black woman. I said, well, you know what, black man, I'm going to put the focus right back on you. Oh, this guy here just got arrested for unaliving his pregnant wife. Yeah. Husband charged and the mother of 4. Imani Robinson's murder. Oh, how come Tommy Sotomayor don't want to talk about that? Why don't the pro-blacks and the mammies and all the rest of these pieces of garbage ever want to focus on that? See, black women, they will find one little clip, one little black woman twerking or something crazy, and then they say, oh, black women, no, you're not going to lump me up with that, oh, but I'm going to lump you up, black man, and back to the begging. Back to the begging. So when y'all get buck broken by the dominant society, you see, the Kings are real quiet about that. So, isn't Jamie Foxx supposed to be this wealthy multi-million-dollar actor? Well, go to show you, you can have money and they still publicly buck break you and make you get on your hands and knees and say whatever that is them people want you to say, even though what I saw wasn't anti-Semitic, but they making it anti-Semitic, so you got to walk around on eggshells, black man. You don't own nothing, you don't control nothing, you don't create nothing, you're still a slave, you're still at the very bottom of the society, and this is why they attack black women, they kill you every couple of hours, they don't want to talk about that. So, black males have been conquered for over 1,000 years. The Arabs came in, the white man came in, the Turks came in, the Persians came in, this one came in, that came in, and black males still can't defend themselves from Africa, Jamaica, here, I don't care where the kings go. Even when I was over there in Europe visiting, it looked like they were all at the bottom. They were a bunch of bums. They were sleeping on the streets, and they were just begging. Here in LA where I'm at, oh my God, you can go from here to there without seeing the kings begging. More of them are locked up in jail than any other race. And you got the nerve to howl about black women stay begging? I think it's the kings that stay begging because we all know who runs the world, the dominant society. So as far as Eve, I'm glad she moved on, left Nakers alone. Zendaya, beautiful young biracial woman, she got the memo. She left Nakers alone. So that's what they mad about. Meghan Markle, still mad at Meghan Markle because she don't want to deal with something who look like that. And I said, who in their right mind would lay up with this? Every now and then I'll come across some story of some YouTuber who laid up with this thing, and I said, you must have been real desperate because he couldn't talk to me, he couldn't touch me. He couldn't sit next to me on a plane, train, none of the above. If I saw him in the grocery store, I'd say, yeah, I know where that piece of garbage is, and he better not come my way before he get blasted on. So this is what the kings do. This bastard here has been propping up that I hate all black women propaganda for about a good 15 years, and I haven't seen no black male or nobody with a large following or a big platform, not even Dr. Umar, say, hey, you know what? These black males that come on here with this, I hate black women 24 hours a day, 7 days a week needs to stop. I haven't seen anybody with a big name call it out yet. You're not going to. Because you know why? This is how the average black male feels. And it's unfortunate that black women, I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe they get brainwashed. They get a little bit slow when it comes time to defending themselves and realizing what the kings do. So, like I said, in the so-called black community, poverty is sky high, rape sky high, STDs sky high. These kings are going around infecting black women left and right with the HIV, the herb, you name it. So, let me go on to this one right quick. I guess did about 5 or 6 stories of demons like this unaliving black women. Especially if you're pregnant, you're more likely to get taken out by your king. See, they don't want to talk about that. So let me go back to this demon right here. I wish death upon him. I pray to God he be the next somebody to go. I send the spirit of death his way, his family's way. He need to be taken out. He does not deserve to live. He does not deserve to be here on this planet. I hope he comes to a bad end real soon and more of them just like it. Black women, when y'all gonna wake up and realize these demons hate you? They are your enemy. They have always been your enemy. They sit there and talk trash all day, and y'all got the nerve to get out there with the Black Lives Matter march and protest for ugly hobgoblins and gremlins and people who look like this. They hate your guts. And black women were smart. They'd all step off the Blackistan plantation and leave and just let it collapse. Then let them go talk about that. But you know what? People like this, they ain't got no smoke for the dominant society. See, the kings know they can't step to Becky or Brad or anybody else, but black women, they will step to you. I came across some video, and it was some guy, and I believe he was from the rainbow community, and he explained it as punching down. I can't hit the target that I really want to hit. I'm really mad at the dominant society for keeping me here, and I'm too cowardly to fight back, but I'll attack you, black woman. Why do you think you see so many attacks on black women? Vicious attacks on black women and young girls, because this is how they all feel. Because if it wasn't so, these things, they wouldn't keep happening. I mean, the unfiltered stories, I mean, it's just full of it. One story after another story after another story. But I bet you, the black man, I bet you he don't want to talk about that. Hey, Tommy, why are so many of y'all pedophiles? Why are y'all so many rapists? Why are so many of you unaliving black women left and right? Why are y'all costing the government $50 billion a year because you own nothing, you have nothing, you control nothing, you create nothing? Y'all at the very bottom of the barrel, and don't blame me. Go step to Becky and Brad in the dominant society, or the chosen people who run everything. Go step to them. I bet you won't do that. I bet you won't do that. So like I said, he'll be the next to get taken out, just like Kitten Hills and all the rest. And there you have it. Y'all, leave these kings alone because they hate you. It's Pretty Black, and I'm out.